Leeds fans, stop scrolling right now. Elland Road just erupted with breaking news and the number every single supporter is screaming right now is 5. Reports are breaking that Daniel Farke has just 5 games left to save his job. The lineup he just dropped ahead of the crucial Nottingham Forest clash has the entire fan base convinced he actively wants the sack. Here is the first payoff: the fact that as fans losing their minds, Willy Gnonto is not in the squad. He is not on the bench. He is completely, totally missing. This comes just as his teammate Noah Okafor is embroiled in an international media spat, and the fallout from the eventual 3-1 defeat has become nuclear. If you believe Leeds United is bigger than any one player or manager, smash that like and subscribe right now. We start with the decision at the City ground that has officially broken the patience of the fan base. The pressure was already at boiling point. This match day against Nottingham Forest was a relegation 6-pointer, pure and simple. Leeds came into this game with 3 defeats in their last 4, and a horrifying 4 defeats in 5 away from home in the Premier League. Forest, sitting below Leeds in the relegation zone, were vulnerable. Sean Dyche's side had won only once in his 4 games, were winless in 3, and even played a draining Europa League tie in Austria on Thursday night, where they couldn't even beat Sturm Graz. This was the game. This was the moment for Farke to steady the ship. Instead, he dropped a bombshell with the team sheet. The reports are true. Farke has 5 games to save his job, and this disastrous run against Villa, Chelsea, City, and Liverpool after the break means he had to win today. So what did he do? He made the significant changes. The positive one: Anton Stach returned to midfield, coming in for the struggling Altanaka. Stach had been missed after his rib and finger injury, and this was a welcome sight. But then, the negatives. Dominic Calvert-Lewin, deemed a late call, was dropped to the bench, with Lucas Mecha starting only his 2nd game. But the one thing, the single decision that has caused an eruption on social media, is the complete omission of Willy Gnonto. The Italian has been in full training for the last 2 weeks. He is fit, and he is nowhere to be seen. One Leeds supporter joked that Gnonto would be back in time for the 2026-27 championship season. Another fan posted, "No Gnonto again. I thought Farke said he was fit." Clearly not the case. The anger is palpable. One comment simply said no Gnonto is a disgrace. For the former Zurich and Inter attacker to be exiled while the manager's job hangs by a thread is alarming. It begs the question, why is Farke overlooking him? Is this a personal issue? It's a level of self-sabotage that is stunning. Brendan Aronson, meanwhile, remains in the starting lineup, as does Jakob Beigel alongside Joe Rodon, keeping Pascal Struijk on the bench. This isn't just stubbornness, it's a tactical failure. Do you believe this tactical stubbornness is the real reason Farke is failing? Let me know your theory in the comments. But as one controversial winger is frozen out, another is thrown right into the fire. Farke started Noah Okafor, the man at the center of his own international media storm. Noah Okafor needed a big game. He has hit the ground running for Leeds with 2 goals already, adding a genuine threat to the attack. But off the pitch, he is embroiled in a public and escalating feud with his national team coach, Murat Yakin. His continued exile from the Switzerland squad has become a massive story. The ultimate insult. As Leeds lined up against Forest, Okafor was staring directly at his fellow countryman Dan Doy. Both players moved from Serie A to the Premier League this summer, Okafor from AC Milan and Doy from Bologna. But here is the twist: Doy, with only 1 goal and 1 assist this season, was included in the latest Switzerland squad, while Okafor, with superior stats, was left out. The Swiss media has dived deep into this. According to the publication Tages Anzeiger, Doy's lack of arrogance is more suited to the manager, Murat Yakin, who has publicly called out Okafor's attitude. The report highlights the statistical absurdity. Okafor is a 4-time Austrian champion, a Serie A title winner with Napoli, and has 6 goals in the Champions League. Doy, he hasn't scored a single goal in the Champions League and has won no major titles. The Swiss media stated, Doy has become a pillar of the national team, while Okafor has maneuvered himself into a corner. It's so bad that the Swiss Football Association apparently tried to mediate between Yakin and Okafor, but Yakin is known to be stubborn. The message from Switzerland is clear: Okafor needs to deliver massive performances for Leeds, so strong that the national coach can no longer ignore him. He has to back up his words with action. Hell hath no fury like a footballer scorned, and Okafor is playing with a point to prove. According to Fatma, He is in the top 5 in the Premier League for the most successful dribbles per 90 minutes, with 17 successful dribbles in total. He is 25, at his peak, and wants a World Cup spot. Farke should be harnessing this fury, using this motivated player as a potent weapon. This is the kind of fire a good manager builds his attack around, not ignores. If you back Okafor in his fight against his national team coach, smash that like button. But what happens when this motivated player, and Farke's baffling lineup, hits the cold reality of 90 minutes? It ends in disaster, and one man may have played his final game for this club. The match is over. The result is in. Leeds United lost 3-1 away to Nottingham Forest. Relegation is no longer a fear, it is a clear and present danger. The 49ers, after a summer of questionable decisions, have failed. Daniel Farke must be sacked. And he must be sacked now. The team has looked hopeless more often than not this season. And the trigger is inevitable, according to journalist Graham Smythe. There were angry gestures towards Farke from the traveling Leeds support at the final whistle. The fans have had enough. With the international break now beginning, this is the perfect chance for the 49ers to make the change and allow a new manager a fortnight to get their feet under the table. But make no mistake, sacking Farke will have an immediate domino effect on the squad. And it almost certainly spells the end for Jack Harrison. Harrison may never get significant game time for Leeds United again. He is only getting minutes because he is one of Farke's favorites. A new manager would not even take a second look at the Englishman, given his horrific form since moving to Elland Road. Let's look at the facts. Leeds have the second worst attacking record in the entire Premier League. Harrison has not registered a single goal contribution this season. 0 goals, 0 assists. Lucas Neche's consolation goal against Forest, the one in the 3-1 defeat, saw him become the team's joint top scorer, with just 2 goals. That statistic is terrifying. It's an indictment of the recruitment and the coaching. Harrison's commitment can't be questioned. He works hard. But his worth can be questioned, and it's found wanting. And the final, brutal nail in his coffin? In the defeat to Forest, it was Jack Harrison who conceded the penalty that led to Forest's 3rd goal. He is a Farke favorite who offers no attacking output and is now a defensive liability, costing the team vital points. Is Harrison the worst signing of this 49ers era? Drop your verdict below. This 3-1 loss isn't just a defeat, it's a crisis point. 3 stories, 1 catastrophic conclusion. The entire disaster is connected. It started with Daniel Farke's inexplicable decision to exile Willy Gnonto, sending a message of stubbornness to the fans and the dressing room. It continued with his reliance on a motivated, but ultimately isolated Noah Okafor, a player fighting his own public battles. And it ended with the inevitable 3-1 defeat, a match where Farke's ultimate favorite, Jack Harrison, capped off his season of 0 goal contributions by conceding the game-killing penalty. The lineup was arrogant. The performance was toothless. The result is a sackable offense. Those reports of Farke having 5 games to save his job are now a dark joke. He failed spectacularly at the first hurdle. The angry gestures from the traveling fans at the City ground are the final word. The 49ers now face their single biggest test since taking over. This international break is the pivot point for our entire season. Sacking Farke is the obvious move, but finding a replacement who can instantly fix the second worst attack in the league and solve the Gnonto situation is the real challenge. A new manager has to come in, harness the fire of Okafor, bench the passengers like Harrison, and find a way to get Gnonto back on side. This is the moment we find out if the 49ers are elite owners or just caretakers. Here is what I need from every single Leeds fan watching this right now. 1. Smash that like button if you agree Daniel Farke's time is up and he must be sacked before this international break is over. TWO. Drop a comment with the name of the one manager you trust to take over this squad and save us from relegation. Who is the realistic choice? 3. Subscribe to this channel. The next 72 hours will be chaos. We will be here covering the sacking, the short list, and the new appointment every step of the way. But listen closely, here is the double cliffhanger. The board is silent. Does this silence mean they are in negotiations for a new manager, or does it mean they are hesitating? Because there is a fresh rumor that if Farke somehow survives, Willy Gnonto's agent will formally demand a January transfer. We could lose our best asset because of one man's stubbornness and the external threat. Nottingham Forest just used our 3 points to climb the table. Our rivals smell blood. The gap to safety is widening now. The battle is here. Marching on together. Stay strong. We ride together.